What would you do with an extra 1000 cedis? I'm already thinking of 3 things. There are 2 basic ways of getting more money. Number 1 is to save, and number 2 is to earn more money. It is a lot easier to save money than it is to earn money. Today, we take a look at some basic tips and tricks to save money whether you earn 900 or 9,000. Hello guys, my name is AC and welcome to One Foot Forward, a place where young adults get advice on life, personal finance, career, relationship and everything adulting. So if you are a young adult who is interested in learning a thing or two in any of these areas, then please stick around because this is the place for you to be. If this year has taught us anything, it is the importance of getting money stashed somewhere for unexpected things that would crop up, aka an emergency fund. Someone would argue that I don't even make enough money to meet my basic wants. How can I save when I earn so little? The irony is that those who earn little also have little room for errors. People who have more money can afford 1,000 cedis mistake, but people who don't have enough money would be paying dearly if they make the same mistake. So I would argue that you can't afford not to save money, especially when you are not earning enough. And while you are working towards your plan of getting more money or your plan of earning more money, you have to save more of what you currently have for unexpected things that will crop up. Well, how do you do that? Let's dive right into it. 1. Decide you want to save more. You see, the human mind is a very interesting place and a very interesting tool. You will be amazed how quickly the mind submits to decisions that we make. And once you have told yourself that this is what I intend to do, it's almost as if your whole body goes into soldier mode, where the soldiers say, okay, we have a command, we are supposed to do this, let's get right into work. So it is a lot easier to save money when you have already decided that you are going to do so. And your decision to save would usually involve the amount of money you want to save, which will help you to track your progress at the end of the period, be it monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, or even annually. So the decision to save money is the first step to saving more money. If you don't do that, then you are waiting for the month to come before you play around with what is left at the end of each month. And we both know that it is very unlikely that there will be a lot of money left at the end of the month. However, when you decide that you are going to save an amount of money and you put it aside, some way, somehow, whatever is left will still go a long way, because you somehow learn how to manage your money even when it is small. So decide that you want to save more money and do so. 2. Give each dime work to do even before they come in, aka budgeting. Yes, you have to budget your money. What budgeting does is that it gives each amount of money a specific task to do. So you tell the first batch, well, you, this group of people, you are going to be paying rent. You, this group of people, you are going to be paying for food. You, this group, you are going to be paying for transport, etc. When you do that, you set yourself up for success. The reason being that at the end of the month, when your money comes in and you are tempted to make any unexpected purchase or any impulse buying, you have to go back to the budget and say, where is this money going to come from? And then you adjust and tweak and evaluate that, okay, I'm going to spend less money on entertainment because I want to buy this dress that I really like this month. So it sets you up for success. And there are 2 basic ways of budgeting your money. The first is the categorized based budgeting, in which you set up specific categories like food, rent, retirement savings, etc., where your money goes into specific categories at the beginning or at the end of each month, which helps to make your tracking easier. Some people don't like the nitty-gritty of categorized categorized based budgeting, and so they prefer the second type of budgeting, which is the anti-budget. In this case, you set up your savings amount or your savings percentage or target, that I want to save 10%, or I want to save 500 cedis, for instance. At the beginning of the month, you set that money aside into your savings account, and whatever is left is used to attend to your basic needs at your own discretion. And whichever one works best for you, you decide that, okay, I want to use this particular budgeting method in order to track my money so that I am able to achieve my savings goals. So budgeting your money helps you to give your money work to do, assign each money work to do, so that in order to purchase something on impulse, you will have to revisit the budget and say that, where do I have to adjust in order for me to afford this thing that I really want? 3. Have a generous budget for things that really matter to you. One thing about budgeting is that it has the propensity of feeling very restrictive. You sometimes feel like you are not enjoying your money the way you want to, because you are restricting yourself to a set amount for each goal at the end of each month. So it is likely to make you feel resentful towards your own self, because you are feeling, why can't I enjoy my money? Why can't I do what I want? So there is one of the ways to trick yourself into saving more money is to have a generous category when it comes to things that are important to you. So take for instance, if going out with your friends is important to you and you want to go out more, then have a generous entertainment budget for that. The reason is that you are not likely to sabotage your budget because you want to go out with your friends and you don't have enough money, or you don't see where or which category you are going to take money from in order to satisfy that particular need or want. Let me give you an example. I have come to love movies a lot, and I don't always have time to go movie hunting. So I have decided to permanently include my Netflix subscription into my monthly budget. What that does is that anytime I'm feeling down or depressed or stressed or whatever reasons that I want to sabotage my budget, I just go to my Netflix account, choose any movie that I want, spend 5 hours watching movies. And having a generous budget for things that matter to you do not let you self-sabotage when you are feeling too restrictive. So prioritize the things that are important to you. If going out with your friends is important to you, add it to your monthly budget. If eating out is important to you, don't let anyone tell you that you are wasting money eating out. If you can afford to eat out and still meet your savings goals, please do that. If luxury vehicles are important to you and you find a lot of enjoyment from that, do that. So that at the end of the period, when you are feeling stressed, life is some way. Sometimes you are not always in the mood to do certain things, and when those days come, you just indulge in the things that gives you happiness, and then you recover quickly and come back to your savings goals. So have a generous budget for the things that are important to you in order for it to not feel too restrictive. If Netflix subscription is important to you, do that. And prioritize anything that gives you a lot of happiness, so that when it comes to the things that you restrict yourself on, you know that you have made a decision to restrict yourself in those areas. 4. Automate your savings. It is easier to save more money when you are not thinking about it than it is for you to battle in your mind periodically with the things that are competing with your savings goals. Technology has made it a lot easier to save money through automation. So set up a standard order or a direct debit from your salary account to a savings account, so that at the end of the period, your bank deducts it automatically. So for instance, if you are paid on the 30th or the 31st of each month, you set up a standard order on the 1st or the 2nd of each month, so that when the money comes in, they are transferred on that particular day every single month into your savings account. And that way you don't even have to think about it. It is automatic, and every month it is done automatically for you without you stressing about it. So if you want to save more money, then please make sure that you automate your savings so that it is not a hassle every single month. Finally, set savings goals and celebrate your wins. It is easier for us as human beings to forget the progress that we make over time. Do you remember that the job that you have currently, there was a point in your time when you were hoping and praying for that job? And do you know that you are most likely to take what you do presently for granted? Now that you have it, the same thing happens to our savings goals. You set a goal to, let's say, save a particular amount monthly, and then 6 months down the line, you have been saving consistently, and you take for granted the fact that you now have more money. I don't think that is good for us. You have to celebrate our wins, and we have to celebrate when we are able to achieve our goals. So set savings goals. If you have a goal to save 100, 500, 1000 monthly, set those goals. And when you are able to successfully achieve your monthly targets, go out sometime, sit somewhere, buy some good food, come home and dance. This life, I can't kill myself. Make sure that you celebrate your wins, make sure that you celebrate your goals, and celebrate your goals, celebrate your wins. And life is too stressful. We are working so hard to achieve all these things. It's only fair that we celebrate them when we are able to achieve them. I hope this has been helpful. If you like this video, make sure that you like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you next week. Bye.